2, 1. Biscuits. You started it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is going to be the intro before the intro.
True.
Yes, no, this is like what you cut to at the end after the credits.
Cut it.
Those
cut
people who stay.
Cut it now. I swear to God, I hate you so much right now.
One take, Drake. Let's go.
Okay. You done? Stop it!
What do you mean stop it? No, you can edit it.
Okay. What up, guys? Welcome back. Anime and Beer. We talk about the latest manga, comics, you name it, we talk about it. Here we are, back at it. Mr. Maple. Guys, I told you my best friend Robert existed. He's finally here. He's made it out of the house, you know, and ladies, he is single. But today's topic, guys, as you can tell from our little bit of a collection here in 2 of our shirts, the big chapter reveal. My Hero Academia's latest chapter. Who is... Spoilers, cut us off right now if you don't want to go any further.
Spoiler.
Spoilers. Boom! Guys, Dabi is Toya Todoroki.
Alright, that ain't much of a spoiler. We all know.
We already knew, but the way he was introduced, though, in this chapter was super cool because it wasn't just kind of like, I'm Toya Todoroki. Like, honestly, the artwork, the style, the way he was introduced in this chapter, it almost like, and then he did the live television broadcast, and his mom's in the hospital, because that's how the manga chapter opens up, is their mom's in the hospital, the doctors are running to the door, they're like, cut her TV off now, and it's like him.
She's almost at her release date because of her progression.
Yes.
And then the information that she's seeing.
I didn't even know she was almost for her release date.
Well, when she made up with Todoroki, was like that, and Endeavor wrote her a letter. That was kind of like the closure. And Dabi also talks about it. And Dabi's like,
he went
in.
Yeah, he went visit her.
Yeah,
he did, really?
Yeah, and nobody knew about it.
Yeah,
No,
he went in, but he also restructured his face and, of course, dyed his hair. But he went in, like, he tells Endeavor, because Endeavor's there, obviously, you know, like I said, guys, spoilers, cut us off. If you want to, stay tuned, because there's a lot of reveals. If you haven't read, please stop, go read. Before, of course, we all saw Deku go off. We saw Shigaraki popping off. Gigantamaki's running through all these big cities.
And till this day, I am happy someone knows how to say his name.
Gigantamaki?
No, just show off. Just show off.
Oh, Gigantamaki.
Asshole.
Can I just say, Gigantamakia is that dude, man. I gotta give mad fucking props to Gigantamakia. I fucking love his ass.
His willpower is just...
Dude, what was it?
He is like the most obedient dog in the world.
I will give you that, yeah, because like even in other animes and things like that, even somebody who's a right wing like of the villain, you know, defies them at some point. And so, you know, the whole thing is where this is taking off is the world is about to see who Dabi really is. And Gigantamaki is running through the cities. He's trying to get to Shigaraki. Shigaraki's obviously, you know, getting engulfed by All for One. And now you see Gigantamakia coming in. Shout out to Ida, Uraraka handling Toga right now, too. I mean, everybody is so busy right now. Everybody is so busy. And so what's tying it all in? It almost gives me like a One Piece vibe. This person's doing this person, this, and we're going to meet in the middle. But the fact that the villain is meeting us in the middle, and it's not what we expected, like personally, I thought that this was going to lead up to Shigaraki and Deku. And then next thing you know, Dabi's like on top of Gigantamakia, and he hops down, he goes, oh, he's like, Shoto's here. And I forget Endeavor's real name, but Endeavor's here. Look at that. Oh, we can start the family reunion. And they're like, oh? And then it cuts back to the TV screen, cuts back to Dabi. And like I said,
he kind of did
I got a Joker vibe from it. The Joker literally has done something
like
just like this.
Fail-safe. Like, when at a certain time, a recording was going to broadcast.
He planned that, definitely.
TV, so it definitely
Joker vibe.
I love that vibe he gave, because when you first saw Dabi, he was like all stoic, he was quiet, didn't talk, but he always had a plan. He had his own agenda the whole time, but we never knew. And now it's really coalescing. And you see that, like, again, the Joker vibes. He's like, it's all coming together.
It is all coming together.
Planned all this.
Like in The Dark Knight, it was like he told me to shoot the gun. He told me to shoot the bus driver. He told me to shoot the guy hacking the bank. He told me to shoot this guy. It's all domino affecting. And this is probably also a big distraction to pull Shigaraki away. Because we got to remember last season on the anime, not this past one, but the one before, Dabi was literally running up on Shigaraki. And he was like, yo, what's stopping me from killing you right now? You know, why should I call you leader? And I think it's going to tie back into that. Where Shigaraki's like, dude, I know who you are. And I know what your goals are. The goal is Endeavor. And where Dabi's obviously going through his whole spiel and everything like that. And by the way, this Funko Pop right here of Dabi is $150. and it is not mine, but if you guys find one, hold on to it. I just want to go ahead and that is an expensive ass pop. But no, sorry, my ADHD. But no, guys, my thing is, like, what do you think is next? Because he revealed himself. He is Toya Todoroki.
Before we go into what's next, well, let's go on a little bit more into the chapter.
I mean, well,
yeah. I'll be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I did not.
I'm
a few chapters behind. I'm a few chapters behind.
Whoa.
Help me out.
What I like,
enlighten me.
Okay, so he's obviously going through his whole spiel. The climax, the villain's coming up to the punchline, and you're like, dude, like, what's he about? Because I mean, I feel like the fact that we all knew in some way, because the writing was so good on how this was. The dialogue was so good in this chapter for Dabi to come into who he is. And he literally is explaining himself to a T. He's like, oh, my ideals and my methods. He goes, let's start from the beginning on how an abusive father manipulated a woman and tried to create the most super being. And I'm like, oh, he's doing it now. He's doing it now.
With that coming up, I do see. I'm hugely interested in what they do with their mom. Where she's got to come into.
She's got to come back into play for sure.
I would love for her to get a moment with her quirk, because she does. You haven't seen her do anything.
No, but she is ice.
Yeah,
right?
she is ice, because that's how Todoroki got his other half.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for her to have some sort of influence on this, whether she's puts a nail in the coffin, or she helps come in and clutch in the last second save, or she just has a full mental break and relapse. They got to do something with that character.
Well, they still haven't showed her, because like I said, if you draw back a few pages, she's looking at the TV screen at the hospital, and she's like, it's like almost like her face. They show a glimpse, but it's almost like she knows who it is. And the thing is, like, you're sitting here watching it, and you're like, what's about to happen? What's going on? Like, I'm texting this guy yesterday.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, leave in the comments, But I'm texting this guy yesterday. I'm like, go read it. He's like, read what? I'm like, der. He texts me back all these emojis. I work with this guy. I'm like, bro, did you read it? He goes, I think I know what you're talking about. So, like, it's already hitting like wildfire across the net.
And I've asked a couple of people I've worked with too, they watch the show and read the manga as well.
Mm-hmm.
I actually convinced one of the people I work with to read the manga, because she was like, nah, I don't want to read. I just want to watch the anime. And she's like, did you watch the latest episode? I'm like, Miranda, I'm reading the manga. I'm way ahead.
Yeah.
What you're telling me right now, I already know. And she's like, really? I'm like, do you want to know what happens?
Yeah.
And then I told her like one thing, and she's like,
yeah.
I said, read the manga.
Exactly. and the thing is like you're diving into this and you're just reading the punchline, and how this was written was he's going through the whole idea. He opens up to his father and his brother, because Shoto is there. And he's like, I could have just killed Shoto, but you became the #1 hero, and you idolized that role, and you wanted to become number one. And now that you finally are, this is all the more sweeter, because I was being a good son. Basically, in a way is what he was telling him. He's like, that's why I killed so-and-so. That's why I reached out. That's why I caused all these scenes. That's why I was being, basically, in a way.
That's why he set out the Nomus.
Yeah, sent out the Nomus. I was, in a way, being the disobedient, obedient son.
He was manipulating Endeavor. Pretty much he told Endeavor the reason, well, in my opinion, the reason you got #1 is because of me.
Right, and if you look back on all the
now
clues,
I'm going to take it away from you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And he goes, I'm going to take you and Shoto out. So he's definitely,
He was like, pretty much Square up, pops.
Yeah.
Run that
What's up?
fade.
Run that fade.
I definitely see how he set that up because wasn't Dobby like one of the main fights when they were fighting Hawks? Like, wasn't that the main thing when they were fighting together?
Yeah, Hawks got his feather, like, because I think Hawks was going to relay I got to read back, but Hawks was leaving, ran into Dobby, and Dobby knew what Hawks was doing. He was way ahead of the game. And Dobby's like, oh, no. We're going to finish this now. And he's just literally, he's like, even if I don't kill you, I'm going to make sure you don't get away, like, unscathed.
Oh,
Yeah,
we talking about the fight with Twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the whole thing with Endeavor. You know, he managed to get to that point because of Hawk's support. He couldn't have done that on his own.
With Hawks with the secret message
hands
and the hands, and he was a
stuff.
triple.
But even Endeavor was, I think he kind of hinted at, he was kind of like slow and kind of like too late with everything.
Yeah, he even tells himself, he's like, I'm sorry, Hawks. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, Shoto.
We shouldn't have got this far.
Yeah, and it's like...
Pretty much he said it should have ended with Shigaraki dying. He should have delivered the killing blow to Shigaraki. It shouldn't have got that far.
Yeah, he feels bad that they're already at this point. He should have settled it by now.
Deku's mangled on the floor. Bakugo's mangled. I mean, everybody is just... And I mean, Shoto... And the only reason why Shoto is there, and let's be honest, like, Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto are going to be the new big three. But, like, my whole thing is like, him being there, tying it in together, just goes to show how important someone like Todoroki is, because everybody thinks the show is about Deku and Bakugo. But if you actually watch it, there's more... It's full circle.
As the show goes on, they kind of dial... I like this, because they kind of dial back all the focus on Deku or Izuku.
Yeah.
They give a lot of the other characters a lot of love, like my man Kirishima was saying.
Yeah,
you know,
he did. Yeah, he was the first. He was the first clout of this season. I will give you that.
He was the first major fight. Of the season.
Yeah,
and after that fight, him and Fat Gum, it was already deemed the best fight in My Hero.
But even right now, there's shifting the spotlight. Right now, it's all on Endeavor's family and Shoto. Deku is an afterthought right now.
Exactly.
Especially in this year, Deku's an afterthought. So and I like that.
I mean, like, the whole thing is, like, well, now we already know that now Dobby's about to turn it up in the next chapter, and Dobby is, Toyo Todoroki. He is Toyo Todoroki. So I wonder if it's going to be kind of like, maybe like a chapter and a half. We're going to see a flashback, cut to the fight, flashback, cut to the fight, flashback, cut to the fight. Because Endeavor's mangled, too. Endeavor just went all in.
He said half his lung is out.
Oh yeah, he's got a collapse. Yeah, he's got a collapsed lung. He's looking at Gigantomachia. He's like, I got to do this in one shot. And as he's looking up, and then cuts to Dobby.
And Dobby jumps off of him. Yeah, he's looking down. And he's like, "Oh, you here?"
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just interested to see because I mean, like it was like the movie. What was it? Two Heroes. The one that just came out, the one that we went and saw.
I have not seen it yet.
Two Heroes. It had to be Two Heroes.
Yeah, I like how the writer does it because he literally made that movie or the movies about Deku.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
which they still owe me money off of that. I'm speaking to a lawyer right now.
Yeah, and then they made that. Yeah, we're not going to spoil the movie, guys. But they made that movie about Deku, and they made the other movie about Deku and Bakugo. So they pretty much are about to give this next season we're going to get about Todoroki, because everybody expected Todoroki to glow in the movie, and yeah, he has a moment, but Todoroki still hasn't had like the moment besides his fight with Deku. He's been stubborn, he's been resentful, he had to get closure with his mother, closure with his father. He's had, personally, in my opinion, the most character development in My Hero, personally.
I mean, there was a few episodes that was really just about him and his family.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fair. I think right now, like you were saying, he hasn't had a moment. I think we're coming up to that. I think his moment is almost here, if not
Next
now.
chapter.
No, I think it is here because Endeavor cannot fight.
He can't.
Dobby wants to fight Endeavor. Endeavor cannot fight.
Exactly.
Shoto is going to say, "Bruh, fight me, big brother."
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they will go in a way where Endeavor can't be a hero anymore? Or do you think Shoto is going to step in with his ice quirk? Because his ice quirk is going to save the day. It's not going to be his fire side. He's going to use his ice quirk to show, especially because that was his goal before. His ice quirk is where he's going to shine.
It's going to be a great fight because, like, the whole thing is Dobby, he's going to be mocking Shoto once Shoto steps up. Let's just say prediction, guys. Shoto steps up and, like, all right, I got to protect the old man. Because remember, prominence burn! Like, he thought Endeavor was dead after he didn't get closure with his pops yet.
Yep.
And so, like, now he's like, all right, me and my pops are good. I just found out my brother. Holy shit, that could have been me. But I'm glad I'm cool with my parents now. You got a lot of issues. Yeah, families are fucked up even in anime, guys. So Todoroki, Shoto steps up, and you're right. The ice quirk is the X factor.
I think it's going to be Blue Flame versus Black Ice.
Black Ice, really?
Black Ice. Where are you coming up? Where'd you get that?
I think he's going to have something on the same level of prominence burn, but with ice. He's going to have that. He's like, all right, been waiting to break this
out. He's going to be like
out.
the strongest form of ice.
Well, to be fair,
So,
the reason why...
Frostbite.
Exactly. And the reason why, too, we also got to remember all the way back to the beginning, Todoroki didn't want to use, or excuse me, I can't even say Todoroki anymore because all the last name is Todoroki. Shoto didn't want to use fire because he resented Endeavor. Where, you know...
That was like
Toya, Toya mutilated his
my ice side.
So if anything, he's mastered his ice side compared to his fire side. So he's gonna go in, and the only reason why he went and trained with Endeavor was to master his fire side.
Not to mention when Shoto was first introduced, he stepped 1 foot into school and froze the hallways.
Yeah, and then Invisible Girl. I still want to know how he's like. Even Shoto was like, how she survived.
Totally didn't know she was there.
She's definitely the comic relief because I don't even think she's at the battle. I think they drew her in one scene with the shoes and gloves, and that was it. And I was like, that bitch is hiding. I don't care. Or she could be the spy.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with that. But I definitely think with his, like, he's going to show a move. Like, it's going to be a big anime move. I could compare it to, like, Gray Full Buster from Fairy Tail.
I was thinking that, too.
He has, like, that permafrost thing that kills him if he uses it.
Permafrost, that's what I'm trying to say.
And he's going to have, like, some never melt ice or something like that. And he's going to do that against a blue fire. Or even if he has to just unload and keep pushing out ice to block the fire.
Oh, I can't even say it because I don't want to spoil the movie. I know it. Oh my god,
I haven't seen the movie.
I know I can't say it. No, it's funny you say that because it's at Walmart, $20. We can go get it and watch it right now. But for real. I mean, definitely. So this manga chapter definitely just threw the monkey wrench we all wanted, and we knew, but the monkey wrench we all wanted because now each character has, or the main three, we'll say the new big three. I'm saying it. I don't care. I'm saying it. Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto are the new big three. I'm saying it. Here first. Anime and beer. We said it first. I don't care. If somebody else said it, they're lying. But Bakugo has come to resolve himself. Deku is becoming his own character.
I'm going to cut you off right there. I know you said Shoto had the best character development. Bakugo.
Oh, sorry.
Character.
Die, you green bastard!
Yo, when he saved, who was it? Jiro? Earphone Jack.
Yeah.
I think it was her during a class activity. Mm-hmm. He pretty much told her, like, I saved you. Now stay out of danger, damn it. Yeah. Like, I saved you, now stay out of danger, damn it. And when I saw that, I'm like,
he doesn't threaten people as much anymore. Yeah. He doesn't threaten murder all the time.
Well, that's why in the manga, in the book,
so his resolve, his development.
But why?
That's why, like, a lot of my apparel has switched to Bakugo now, because I'm like.
But why though? His Bakugo changed. What's the big factor?
He already said it.
What? But why though?
Deku.
Exactly.
He said it.
Exactly.
He said he pretty much his whole attitude is, I have to protect Deku now.
Yeah.
I have to protect Deku.
But who I think's gonna find out next?
Oh.
Todoroki?
He has to. He has to at this point.
I think,
and Endeavor's going to get
involved too.
I was about to
say, even if Endeavor, I think Endeavor will learn it too.
Yeah.
If Shoto learns it, I think Endeavor will learn it. Because Shoto called it like episode 5?
Yeah.
Are you All Might's love child?
Yeah. But also too, reading back on the other chapters, Float just got released.
Yes.
And Black Whip. And my whole thing is like Shoto's kind of minding his own business. I got to deal with my family. It's super awkward. I say character development mentally, not charismatically, because let's be honest, they try to portray. Everybody thinks Bakugo was the Sasuke. No, it was Shoto. I'm cool, calm, collected. Leave me be. I don't care.
I'm going to kill my brother.
Yeah. That was Bakugo is literally like your annoying ass brother who you have to share a room with your whole life, and then finally he goes, "Hey man, I get it." Shout out my little brother Blaze. But no, so he's like, I get it. I understand now. So I agree with you on that. As far as like the charismatic and coming into his own like more caring person, Bakugo wins that. But Shoto, on the other hand, like Shoto kind of had it rough, bro. Shoto kind of had it rough.
I think we're about to learn a whole lot more about that
Exactly.
moving forward. Because again, that video that Dobby told us, he's about to release to the world. That's going to show what he went through. You know, Shoto went through it just as bad.
Exactly.
And so that's why they're going to have that. I get it, man.
And even I think who made the comment on it? Was it Compress? When he was like, "Oh," when the video released, he was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, because like I mean, like everybody and like Dobby's like talking to his mom or the audience. He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I look completely different now. I wanted to change myself because I didn't want to look like him." You know, and he didn't want to look like he literally pulled a Michael Jackson.
He said that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened to Shoto. You know, you look just like him. With
yeah. Well, he had white. He had
Zuko on his
he
ass
had white hair. He had white hair as a kid because they didn't confirm whether or not his hair was white or red. And so now so also he also had white hair.
Okay, I thought he had white hair.
Yeah, but my thing was like because I think what's their sister's name? She had like the little red tips in it. Her hair was white, but she was the only one with red and white hair. His sister.
I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either. All I know is Natsu. Shout out to Fairy Tail, but that's if I had a flame court kid, I'd probably name him Natsu too. But closing out on this, guys, because we got to make this quick and swift and easy and go back about our lives and wonder what we're going to find out on the next manga chapter of My Hero Academia. I mean, is Shoto about to shine the next one, or you think it's going to kind of...
I think it's going to spread out. Like he was saying, they're kind of giving everybody some love right now. We might jump back to somebody else before we get back here.
For sure. Well, I mean, anything else you guys want to add on to it? I think definitely I like the ice thing. I think we're about to see something or unlock.
If it's not Todoroki himself, like Shoto, it's going to be his mom. Like she breaks out of...
She'll show up.
I'm trying not to cut.
Come on the mic.
She breaks out of the hospital. She's like fucking ice skating around on her quirk, and she shows up at the fight. Bet.
Or she might reach out to him. Like I mean, that might be like they might all be like bloodbath, like trying to kill each other, and she comes in and just kind of is like, "Hey, I don't want my sons to fight. Please stop for your mother." Not for your dad, but do it for me.
I like to see her be a badass, more than just caring mother.
Yeah, but I mean, she's mom. Mothers are portrayed as caring.
At the same time, if Endeavor was trying to create the perfect child, it kind of goes in what you guys were saying. He's trying to create the perfect child to go be better than All Might. He chose her for a reason.
Agreed. And also too, Dobby also kind of taunting Shoto, I think, is going to be a key part where we're going to see like that factor from Shoto. I feel like, come on, you're supposed to be the perfect little one. You're supposed to be the one. You're supposed to be the one that's capable of everything that our father and our mother couldn't. Let me see it. And the blue flames, we all know science, they're hotter than regular orange and red flames. So, that's the thing, is he going to go all out?
I'm not going to go into science.
Yeah. Nerd. No.
Sometimes it's chemicals.
Exactly. But I think this was a great chapter, and I think this is going to bring a lot of people. I mean, like, this is, like, another reason why. Like, if you have, like, your top 5 anime moments of an anime or manga, I think this, for now, as far as this...
It's building up to a potential top moment.
Yeah.
This is not it. But
that's what I'm saying.
We're getting there.
It's getting there. And that's what's super cool about it. Because, like, this might open the doors for,
I'm super excited.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of other, to kind of go into a little more of a tangent, look at how many animes are breaking ground. And, like, My Hero is still staying relevant because it's still fresh, and they keep making sure it's fresh. They don't stay clear. There's no random power-ups. There's no random training. There's no everybody is getting time to shine. What other anime has done that? And no, lovey-dovey animes don't count. Like, what other anime, action-wise, is making sure, like, everybody is glowing?
You can make the comparison to One Piece, but even One Piece kind of falls on that. Because, like, how much love have we seen, like, Brooke get? How much love have we seen,
That's an argument.
How much love have we even seen, like, Frankie get? Not nearly as much as Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, the big 3,
Yeah, exactly.
But now we got Jinbei, though, and if he don't get some love, I'm going to riot.
Yeah. But Anything else you guys want to add on to that? That was a great chapter. I was super stoked about it. Were you stoked about it?
I was stoked about it.
I mean, did you win any money off of that bet? Because we all know it was Toya. Come on, we all knew.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
It was just more so how it was going to be introduced.
That's like if Avatar: The Last Airbender literally said we got rid of all the firebenders, and then like one firebender shows up, and another firebender shows up. It's like, hey, y'all know each other. Quit playing like y'all don't. But on that, guys, it was a great chapter. Go read it. It's confirmed. Tune in next time on the episode of Anime and Beer. Chug your beer.